4 NASA astronauts making history, traveling farther from Earth than any humans ever have.
But still within reach for the president. And tonight, President Trump called the crew of the Artemis II.
Hey, you've made history and made all America really proud, incredibly proud. We have a lot of things to be proud of lately, but this is there's nothing like what you're doing, circling around the moon.
The crew also got views of the moon never seen by human eyes and could offer rare insights into its many mysteries and help future missions to the lunar surface.
And CBS LA's Gio Insignares is here now to walk us through this historic moment.
I mean, what a day, right? When you consider everything, it's really easy to be glued to that live stream and then realize, oh wait, I still have my own work to get done on top of all of that. So NASA's Artemis II crew surpassed 252,000 miles from our planet today. That breaks a record that had stood for almost 56 years, set by the Apollo 13 mission back in 1970. And there was no shortage of emotion from the crew this time around. It's a day that started with a special pre-recorded message.
Hello, Artemis II. This is Apollo astronaut Jim Lovell. Welcome to my old neighborhood.
The late Jim Lovell serving as a sort of guiding light for the crew of Artemis II.
I know how busy you'll be, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
And now, for the first time in more than half a century, humans have come face to face with the moon.
It is awesome to see the side of the moon.
It's just like we're a bunch of little kids up here. We cannot get enough of this.
As the Orion spacecraft passed behind the moon, communication with mission control was cut off for about 40 minutes. But before it did, the crew made sure to leave a message to those back home.
And to all of you down there on Earth and around Earth, we love you from the moon.
At their closest, the astronauts came within roughly 4,100 miles of the lunar surface. During the flyby, they had roughly 7 hours to look, take notes, and take photos, writing details about the moon's soil composition, terrain, and other insights that will be vital to future missions. They've become the first humans to see some parts of the far side of the moon with the naked eye.
It's essentially them looking, with their human eyes that have spent years training, including in science and lunar science and geology, and recording what they're seeing.
But it may be the most touching moment of the journey so far. Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen pointing out one of 2 relatively recent craters on the moon.
It's a bright spot on the moon.
And asking, on behalf of his team, to name it after Commander Reed Weissman's late wife, who died of cancer in 2020.
And we would like to call it Carol, and you spell that C-A-R-R-O-L-L.
Hansen's voice notably emotional, tears running down crew members' faces, as everyone embraced moments later. The Artemis science team will try to gather the images and observations overnight, then discuss with the crew starting tomorrow. Meantime, the Artemis II crew is now on its way back to Earth. The astronauts have another 4 days of travel before a re-entry and splashdown off the San Diego coast on Friday. And I think we're all in agreement that that moment really was truly special, heartwarming. I mean, we run out of words to describe it.
Never seen so much emotion. I mean, like most of us, went around for the first, actually, walk on the moon, or even that interested in 1970, but to hear them talk the way they're talking, such human quality.
And see how close they're all together, right? How close they've been working. It's really cool.
Physically and otherwise.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks, Gio.